Hi Sunshines, welcome back to our channel MADCURLS. I'm TaylorAnne.
And I'm LoriAnne.
And in today's video, we are talking about Jane Carter Solution. We are really excited to do this video because one of our first videos that we did together was the Jane Carter Curls to Go line, which was also our first kind of exposure to this line besides a couple of products. We call it their original line, their yellow line. Mom, you call it the yellow sunflower line.
Sunflower.
I'm sure if you've combed the natural hair aisles for the past couple of years, you would have seen this Jane Carter line, their yellow line, their sunflower line, their original line.
They're very recognizable.
We never really tried the line. Our first exposure, like I said, to Jane Carter Solution was the Curls to Go pink line, and we completely loved that line. And we started getting a lot of questions about what's the difference between the Curls to Go line and their original yellow line. So we got our hands on the entire original yellow line, and we wanted to make some comparisons to see, you know, if this better than this, does this have this, you know, whatever. And we started to discover that there really was no comparison between the lines. It's different products.
It's two completely different lines. This line is so big and so vast that it's almost overwhelming. So if you line up the pink line, it's very succinct and it's very self-explanatory. It comes with a co-wash, it comes with a leave-in, it comes with an oil, it comes with a curl cocktail as a styling agent, gel, and you're out the door. This line, oh my gosh, it has so many different bottles and jars and elixirs and
foams.
Sprays and it's just so overwhelming. So to line them up and to say, okay, this line has the curl quench, which was the Curls to Go. Well, there wasn't a co-wash in this line, so
they had shampoos.
Yeah. One was a sulfate-free. They both were sudsy. So if you don't like sudsy shampoos, then you know you're like, oh, so that's like maybe a first disappointment for me. I loved it. I love shampoo, but it was just really kind of a trial and error thing. What we wanted to bring to our viewers was some sort of a comparison to the pink line, even though there really isn't, but we got as close to it as possible, as economical as possible, because to buy this whole line, it's insane. You just possibly you don't need everything to begin with. That's number one. But we tried to find its equivalent to the pink line, but the pink line is our heart. We love the pink line.
We love the pink line.
Yeah.
But as much as I love the pink line is as much as I love some of these original yellow line products, because they are two different lines, which is what I love. I feel like with the Curls to Go, Jane Carter like perfected like the natural, what naturals are looking for.
Right.
With this one, you know, it came out when the natural hair movement was just kind of starting to take off. So I think that's why the line is so big, because some of the products are for relaxed hair and some of the products are for natural like hair. People who were starting to get into the natural movement. You know, Jane Carter jumped on the wave.
Because we made a mistake one day. We were looking for a hold, and we're used to gels, and then we saw something that was called curl gel.
Yeah, it's the natural hold spray gel. It's not even open.
So we were out and about, and so I said, let's go to the beauty supply. So we parked in front. Taylor ran in, came back to the car. She's like, I got it. And we opened the bag and started reading it, and we realized it was for
hot curling and flat ironing hair. I was like,
nothing
oops.
to do with natural hair, but because it said, what was it called?
It was called Hold Spray Gel.
So
I was like,
gel.
oh, gel. I'm like, ma'am, get the gel. And I bought it, and I got back to the car, and I looked at it closer, and it said, like, I should have read it right there, but it says for hot curling and ironing hair. So I was like, okay.
And you know, so it's one of them stores where once you leave, they pull the shingle down and they don't know you anymore, so we couldn't return it, so now we're stuck with that.
Now we have it. But we did navigate through the line, and we found products that we love that gives us amazing wash and go. So we are going to show you from this line what we use, what we love for our natural hair, and what's totally bomb.
Yes.
So if you would like to see what we use from this line, how we navigated through it, the gems that we found, then just please keep watching. Okay, so with freshly washed hair, the first thing I like to go in with is a leave-in, and this line has a leave-in. They have a revitalizing leave-in conditioner, and I started to use it when I first started using these products, but I'm really just not a fan of spray leave-ins. Not saying this is bad, I just feel like I have a lot of hair and I don't have time to be spraying my hair, and I don't section, so I don't use this leave-in. I actually use their nutrient replenishing conditioner, and I put that down first as my leave-in. So that's what I start my wash and go with.
And I will too. I like creamy things to get the moisturization started.
And just right away, it feels really good. in your hair.
It smells good.
Even though
it smells good.
it's not the leave-in conditioner, but I use it as one and I love it.
People do what they want to these
They
days.
do. I was getting ready to say, sometimes, like, you have to be creative.
Yeah, like I remember back in the day when people would be freaking out because I always left regular conditioners in my hair, and they were like, "Why do you do that? Your hair's gonna fall out." And maybe all these years later, maybe it did. I don't know, but back then, when I was in my 20s, they're like, "You can't leave rinse out conditioners as leave-ins," but I so did. And to me, it got the party started. It got my hair nice and moisturized and laid and slayed, and so I never saw a problem with it. And so this, even though it says this is, you put it in your hair and rinse it out, there's nothing to rinse. This is staying. It's good. I don't know, where is this stuff?
Ooh, getting it everywhere.
I like this. I like the consistency. Now it's not.
Yeah.
Now it's not the same slip as the Curls to Go. We just love that Curls to Go leave-in. We love that. But this smells good.
It's a different consistency.
Yeah.
But I think it's
that other one
just
spoke
as
for
good.
itself. It definitely, because we're doing this, we're trying to show everything that this line has to offer. Then we're showing these things. But if we weren't, I would definitely mix and match, because that's what we do. We mix and match lines. So I definitely probably use the Curls to Go leave-in along with this line, because I just like the slip on that. It's just really a good slip. Great leave-in.
All right. So after I go in with the with the nutrient replenishing conditioner, I next go in. They have two different styling creams. They have the Incredible Curl Cream, which is the first one I went in with when I started using this line. And Mom, you went in with the Curl Defining Cream.
Yes.
So you really like this one. I personally like this one, the Incredible Curls Cream. I feel like it's a little bit lighter, just because on the side of all Jane Carter solution products, they tell you like what type of hair like this the product will be best for. So for this one, it says it's good for wavy, curly, and coily, which gives me the impression that it's a little bit lighter, because wavy hair typically is like a little thin, so you don't want anything like too thick weighing it down. So this one's lighter. And for this one, it says
Curly coily.
curly coily. So the Curl Defining Cream is good for curly and coily, so this is a little bit thicker.
And the deal was, we would try two different things. We said we don't always have to use the same product. That way people can see the results with the two different products. But then I want to switch up, actually. But I'll stick to the plan.
Okay.
Okay. Don't want to get her mad at me today. She's in one of those little moods.
So my mom is going to use the Curl Defining Cream, and I am going to use the Incredible Curls Cream,
Okay.
which I completely love. It's a decent consistency.
It is.
And for years, I've heard people rave about this product, and when I used it, I could see why. It really is a really good cream.
Yeah, so this is, it's not, oh yeah, it definitely looks like it wants to pour out. And in fact, it does pour out. So it's not as heavy as I would think it would be, so, see.
Although it is thicker.
Oh, it's definitely thicker. Yes.
So smoothing that in. My curls feel really hydrated
Yeah, they definitely
already.
do.
I love these products. This is not a first impression.
No.
We have used these before. I've used this wash and go before, and I've gotten about 5 days out of it. So it's bomb.
What was I watching last night on YouTube? Something. I think I was watching foundation. Somebody was talking about Chanel foundations, and they said you don't really do products justice when you get on the screen and do a first impressions, because things can change so drastically, and it's absolutely true. You know, some things that we've gone that we've reviewed, we thought about maybe sometimes we have to revisit some of this stuff because we've since found differently, and first impressions aren't really fair to the product, because you go on screen. It could be the weather that day. I mean, that weather. It could be the weather that day. It could be any sort of variable that made the product not successful that day. So first impressions aren't really good. They're kind of fun, you know, opening up things, and they're new, and trying in front of the camera and letting people see. But they really probably should be revisited. I don't think it's fair to products for first impressions. Because first impressions are lasting impressions, and what if it's a bad one and it really doesn't deserve it?
Thank you, Mom.
Mother was wisdom.
Okay, so you could very well stop here. Like I could stop here if I wanted maybe like a softer, maybe, I don't know, blowier curl. I'm not good with descriptions. If you wanted like a softer curl, I like hold those. So when I first used this line, I was like, okay, leave-ins in, curl cream's in, where's the gel? And like, I need a gel. And there wasn't any gel, hence we went out, bought the spray gel, wasn't a gel. So then I laid my eyes on the Condition and Sculpt. And it says, on the bottle for the wet look, and I'm like, wait, like I don't like the wet look. Like to walk around all day with my hair like this, I really don't like. So I kind of was like, I don't know what the wet look, what that means. But it says that it dries crunchy on the back. So I was like, ooh, crunchy, maybe it's a gel. So or it'll come out like a gel. So I used it in my hair as a gel, as like the last product I put in my hair, and I loved the result. It does give you that cast, and when you break that cast, you got hold, you got
see, it looks watery,
shine.
But
Yeah,
it
it's
really
watery.
isn't. But it's really not watery.
Yeah.
Watery. It's got a little substance to it.
Yeah,
it's
but
almost like a syrup, kind of.
Yeah, but it could slide out of your hands, like so you don't go crazy pouring it out.
No.
But it is it's wet.
See how it has that kind of
But when it dries,
oh yeah, it's definitely not water. It's definitely something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it dries, though, and you have that that curl definition, you have that hold without the crunch, even though it says it gives you a crunch. Like, this product is so unique and, like, weird.
It's almost like
I don't
melted
know.
oil. It's almost like melted coconut oil or something.
See, it's definitely, like, watery.
Yeah, it's not water. It's not the same as that water I just sprayed in my hair. It's definitely something more than that.
But I love it to put on top as the last.
And that was smart that you
product.
did that.
Yeah, I'm so glad I did.
Because we wanted hold.
I think because I use this, I get so many days out of my wash and go because it gives me that crunch and hold on that first day. And it keeps that hold as the days go on. So I think that's what really gives me days out of this wash and go. And I love it.
Yes, I do. So I think we found what it takes to be successful with this line. I like it. They definitely all bring something to the table.
That is it. I put a little bit in just to coat the top, to coat the bottom, coat a little bit in between. So from this line, what I used again was the Nutrient Replenishing Conditioner first. I went in with the Incredible Curls Cream and then the Condition and Sculpt. And this gives me about a 5-day wash and go. And I love these 3 products together.
Where you used the, was it Incredible Curls? I used
the Curl Defining Cream.
Cream.
So you
That's
don't need, you don't need both. You can pick a cream whether you want something a little bit thicker, you want something a little bit lighter. They both have substance to them. They're both really good curl creams. So we do not diffuse our hair. We air dry. So we are going to go let our hair air dry, and we will, can't talk. We will be back to show you our results using the Jane Carter Solution sunflower line, yellow sunflower line, the original line, the OG line, whatever you want to call it. We'll be back to show you our results. So these are our results. Our hair is completely dry. Mine is dried and scrunched out. I just use my hands, but my mom doesn't just use her hands. She uses
the balm, the
Nourish and
Shine balm. So I'm going to put some in now to scrunch it out.
And while she does that, I'm going to talk about what I do for my 2nd, 3rd, 4th day hair. So what I'll do is I'll pineapple my hair at night, meaning I take my hair and I stick it in like just a really high ponytail at the top of my head. And the next day I'll take it down and put in the hair nourishing cream, which is just like, it's like a serum cream type feel, but it just kind of like makes my hair shiny. I feel like it gives it some more moisture, but because of the Condition and Sculpt, the hold that it gave my hair, my curls stay intact for days, and I just add this in. The hair nourishing cream.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like it's just kind of,
Maybe.
it's nice. It's
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
a little wet, but there's
Yeah.
like, it's like creamy. Love the way it smells, and I just
Edges.
run it through my hair. So I'll do that tomorrow and the day after and the day
Oh,
after and the
yeah,
day
I
after.
like that.
And that's what I do. But other than that, this is, let me see. Hey. This is our Jane Carter Solution yellow line, yellow sunflower line.
This is what we put together from all those gazillion products. This is what works.
And this is what we love.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Jane Carter Solution. She has a bomb pink line, a bomb yellow line. I love all her products. I just
Yeah.
love Jane Carter Solution, period.
Yes.
So, yeah. Any questions, comments, concerns about this line or the Curls to Go line, feel free to drop them in the comment box below. And I think that's it.
That's it.
We will see you in our next video.
Bye-bye.